Okay, second video. It's Andy here again. Still kind of getting used to the video thing. I don't actually know where my camera is, so don't know what to do with my eyes. Uh, anyway, so the funny story happened today was, and if you're overweight, you know the kind of stories I'm about to tell. Um, so as a lot of you know, is I really love cryotherapy. When I'm in Dallas, I go to it all the time. But the problem is, I live about 2 hours drive from Dallas, so it takes me a little while to get there. And and there's a lot more places in Dallas to go to for cryotherapy, and all their machines are great, and they top of the line machines, and then they don't use the lifts inside. They use little things for you to stand on, and so you can stand on they just put the blocks up so you can stand up on how high, so to make sure your head's outside of the nitrogen. So anyway, I was really excited about my town getting a cryo, and so I go by there this morning, and I know the people. They're super great people, and they'll do great. But the person was like, "How much do you weigh?" And I told them how much I weighed, and they were like, "You can't do it. Sorry." And I said, "What do you mean you can't do it?" So well, the lift has a certain weight, and I wasn't going to argue about it because I'd say, "Okay, well, just put a pad there. I'll stand on the pad. You don't have to lift." But it's one of those things that but you get used to. Something that people don't understand is that there are a lot of times where you go to places, if you're especially really overweight, you walk into a place and like say a restaurant, you're like, man, I hope everybody's not sitting at a booth, and I hope my chairs are strong enough. I hope that someone doesn't do this, and I think what the problem is that is you that becomes so you become so ingrained in you as the longer you're overweight, and that it just becomes your norm. And I think that's a bad thing to have. You need to think about, how can I get more healthy, and how can I get to where I don't have this, because you need to live your life. You can't live your life going around worrying about places like that. The other thing, like after that event happened today, is I was like, I've never wanted to think that food had an emotional attachment to me today. But I mean, I know that it probably does. But I did catch myself today, because as soon as that happens, the first thing I want to do is go eat. So what's that about? But I know that was about because I needed to change my state and change my feelings, and I know that would change my state and change my feelings. And so, but I couldn't do that, and so had a little something sweet. Shouldn't have done that. But I'll be honest with you. I'm not gonna lie. But I did recognize that I used that to change my state, and I can't be using that to change my state. You have to find something outside of food to change your state. So, it's a journey we're all on. Whether it's to quit smoking, quit drinking, become a better husband, become a better wife. Or when we get uncomfortable, or when we get embarrassed or something like that, and we start feeling depressed, we'll look for something to change our state. I mean, we'll look to make us feel happy. For me, I know that food will make me feel happy. So what did I want to do? I want to go eat Chinese food. Have some sushi. Not. I know you can make sushi healthy wise, but this wasn't healthy. And so you look for things out there that try to make you change your state so that you can feel better, because you don't want to think about, man, I was just embarrassed in front of a lot of people there. And so you just have to realize, look for something other than food. What's your trigger? What is your trigger to change your state? Everybody has something to change their state. And again, there's a lot of people I like listening to, and I'll talk to a lot of them. You'll hear about a lot of them as I go through my journey and through the videos. But one thing Tony Robbins talks about is that you got to change your state. And I think to carry that one step farther is you've got to change your state with a healthy choice. Because like today, I felt embarrassed. I want to change my state. How do I change my state? I ate something, because I know that you'll get that rush. There's a little bit of sugar in there. You'll get that insulin spike. You'll get that little rush, and it feels so good, and my state will change. So it's more than just change your state. You got to pick the right way to change your state. So you got to change that. Okay, I know I feel like crap, or everybody's sitting in a booth, and I had to go and ask for a chair because I know I can't fit in that booth. So the thing is, and then what you end up eating there is not what you planned on trying to. You were trying to eat good, so you ended up not eating good at all. Or you understand where I'm going with that. It's that you have to change your state to something good, and something I'm still learning about too. You've got to replace how you change that state in my past, if that's bad. So I've got to replace if I want to change my state, I can't do it with food. I've got to do it with something else. And I'm still looking for that. I would like to, with all the studies out there, change it with an exercise or change it with something else. And you can do breathing exercises and walking exercises and stuff like that. And I've got to start where that's my first thought to do that. But anyway, quick story on being a little bit embarrassed, and I got one more to do today, and then I'll upload them all and see what you say. Thanks a lot. It's Andy. Talk to you later. Bye.